Rockies coming off a pretty good road trip, finishing 500 against a couple of teams that are doing well this year, the Minnesota Twins and the Pittsburgh Pirates, back home to face the San Francisco Giants on this Friday evening. Matt Kemp, this is not Matt Kemp, that's Sam Hilliard, but Kemp signed a minor league deal with the Rockies, and he is in uniform, and he's in the starting lineup for this ballgame. Kyle Freeland gets the start for the Rockies, a little bit better his last time out. This is his 16th start of the season, 3-6 his record, 77 and 2/3 innings, has a 4.17 ERA, 43 strikeouts against 20 walks, 85 hits allowed for Freeland. Certainly could use another good outing, as they have been tough to come by for Freeland, especially in his last 5-6 outings. Donovan Solano playing shortstop tonight. He leads off for the Giants. And first pitch of the ballgame from Freeland is swung on and missed. Rockies, last place in the National League West with a 39 and 47 record. Just holding on to last place as we get our look at Matt Kemp out there in left field. 0-1 from Freeland. It's going to miss low. 63 degrees right now at Coors Field. Primarily cloudy skies to contend with. Freeland into his motion windup, and the 1-1 pitch is down and in. And it's a hitter's count now on Solano, that 93-mile-an-hour fastball out of the zone. This has been Kuchner-Kavich of Purple Row along with you. We want to let you know this game is not affiliated with Major League Baseball, MLB The Show 20, or the Colorado Rockies. There's a swing and a miss, and the count evens at 2. And 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled the other way. Solano, and the last time the Giants came to Coors Field, had a couple of home runs against the Rockies. That swung on and fouled just out of the reach of the first baseman, Murphy. Jonathan Daza was optioned to AAA. Didn't get a whole lot of playing time, was hitting .500, 2 hits and 4 at-bats. There's a foul the other way towards the camera well, and Solano putting together a nice plate appearance here to begin this ball game. This will be at least an 8-pitch plate appearance for Solano. Once more, a 2-2 from Freeland is inside, and the count goes full. Austin Slater is waiting on deck. Payoff pitch is swung on and fouled once more, so this will be at least a 10-pitch plate appearance to begin the ball game for Donovan Solano. Already racking up the pitch count as best he can against Kyle Freeland. And that one swung on and lifted towards the gap in left center field. First chance for Kemp, and he will put it away. Welcome to the Rockies, Matt Kemp. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Giants. After shortstop Solano and center fielder Slater batting third, the right fielder Hunter Pence batting cleanup at third base, Evan Longoria batting fifth, playing second base Wilmer Flores, batting sixth the first baseman Brandon Belt, batting seventh and catching Buster Posey, batting eighth in left field is Steven Duggar. And Drew Smiley is the starting pitcher today. A couple of lefties, Freeland and Smiley for Rockies and Giants today. Here's center fielder Austin Slater. First pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Slater has got himself into a part of Rockies lore. If you've heard the call from Jack Corrigan on Nolan Arenado's Father's Day walk-off home run for the cycle from a couple years ago, it was going back as Slater, and that was gone. There's a ground ball to second base. McMahon makes the play, and there's 2 away. Hunter Pence now, 4th place in All-Star voting, simulated All-Star voting for the National League. Cooled off a bit since his otherworldly start. Was leading the league in RBIs for the better part of a month. Home plate umpire tonight, Carl Dixon, Eric Summersgill is at first, Freddie Ferguson at second, and Joe McDonald at third. Freeland kicks and fires his 1-0, and it's swung on and fouled off. And Freeland deals. That one's high. Hitter's count now on Hunter Pence. Good year with the Rangers last year for Pence. Primarily a DH. No DH in the National League yet. There will be once the real regular season starts, not here in the simulation. So back with the Giants and playing corner outfield, primarily right field for San Francisco. 2-2 pitch is just a little bit low and the count goes full. Evan Longoria waiting on deck. And swung on and lined right into the glove of the first baseman Murphy, crossing into foul territory. A few pitches, but a 1-2-3 first inning for Freeland. Dahl, Story, Arenado due up in the bottom half of this inning. Here's Drew Smyly making his 17th start of the season, third against the Rockies, 5-7 his record, 3.72 ERA, 94 in the third inning, 71 strikeouts, 29 walks. He's been solid. Giants just haven't been doing a great job of scoring for him consistently. But I have to say, for the deal the Giants got on Smyly this offseason, they have to be pleased with how he has produced. David Dahl hitting much better here at Coors Field this year, hitting .300, 218 away, 259 overall, 10 home runs, 41 runs batted in. Overall, Dahl is on a much better stretch at the plate right now. Lefty-on-lefty matchup, and the first pitch from Drew Smyly is taken high, ball one. Giants are third place in the NL West, 42-45. Diamondbacks are in fourth. For a brief period of time after the Rockies won the first two games of their series on the last road trip against the Twins, Rockies moved back into fourth. There's a line drive towards left field. That'll be caught out there by Duggar, and that's out number one. Take a look at the rest of the lineup for the Rockies. After the right fielder Dahl, batting second the shortstop Trevor Story, batting third at third base Nolan Arenado. Batting cleanup, the first baseman Daniel Murphy batting fifth, getting his first start as a Rocky is the left fielder Matt Kemp batting sixth. At second base, Ryan McMahon batting seventh. In center field, Sam Hilliard batting eighth and catching today. Elias Diaz for Kyle Freeland. And against the lefty, Smyly. Here's Trevor Story now, 261, 21 home runs, 51 runs batted in, and 10 stolen bases for the Rockies shortstop. Working on getting his on-base percentage back up into respectable territory. All year, Story has hit for a lot of power, still working on the first two categories, average and OBP, in that triple slash line. Really hits lefties well, does the righty Story, and first pitch from Smyly misses inside, ball one. Smyly gets the sign he likes. His 1-0 is swung on and lifted in the air towards left field. Another chance for Duggar. He will put it away, and he's put away the first two outs of this inning. And that will bring up Nolan Arenado, who's always hit very well against the San Francisco Giants. He's on a pretty good stretch, even for his standards at the plate right now. Batting .334, 26 homers, 66 runs batted in. He will easily be the simulated third baseman in the NL All-Star game. .411 his on-base percentage. Arenado on track to have perhaps the best year of his career. He digs in and gets ready to face Drew Smyly. Only 4 pitches so far. Pitch number 5 is going to miss down and in. Donovan Solano got Kyle Freeland off to start by throwing 10 pitches to him. Only 5 so far for Smyly here in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss by Arenado. Smyly, former Tiger, former Ranger, former Cub, former Philly. Did not play as much with any of those latter teams as he did with the Tigers. 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Definitely dealing with some injuries in the latter stages of his career for Smyly. Appears to be healthy and productive for the Giants this year. Pitch is down and in, 2-2 the count. And that one's high, full count now on Nolan Arenado with Daniel Murphy waiting on deck. Murphy on a hot stretch right now, batting .274. It's been quite a climb to get his batting average back up to that mark. And here's a payoff pitch to Arenado. It's swung on and lifted in the air towards right. Pence going back on this one. He's got a long run. He's going to look up, and it's off the wall. Arenado on his way to second base, and he is in there with a 2-out double. And that is number 28 on the year for number 28. Rockies now have 200 doubles. Actually, this is 201. They had 200 entering play, and that is by a large margin ahead of the second-place Cardinals, who have 166. See, the Padres are also another NL West team on that list. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He'll face the lefty Smiley, who looks towards second base where Arenado is and delivers a pitch outside, ball one. Seen Arenado hit to all fields. He's done that throughout his career, especially this year. He's been having quite a lot of driven balls, home runs and doubles to the opposite field. 1-0 pitch to Murphy is in there for a called strike. Smiley pitching from the stretch, shakes once, then gets the sign he likes. Glance over to second, and his 1-1 pitch is swung on and lined right into the glove of the shortstop Solano, and that'll retire the side. Check out the hops on Solano once more. We're through an inning. Rockies have the only hit of this ball game. It was a double for Arenado, but we are scoreless going to the second. Evan Longoria, 3 for his last 21 at the plate. That is not a particularly hot stretch. That's a 143 average in 6 games for Longoria. 266 overall, 3 home runs, and 15 runs batted in. Throughout the year, we've seen Pablo Sandoval get the lion's share of the duties at third base, or the Panda's share of the duties. 1-0 from Freeland is swung on and ripped foul. And that's in there for a called strike. Swung on and grounded to second base. Up with the ball, McMahon. Throws to first. There's 2 away. Let's take a look now at the defense for the Rockies. Left to right in the outfield, we have Matt Kemp making his first start. Sam Hilliard in center, David Dahl in right. Infield corners, Nolan Arenado and Daniel Murphy. Up the middle, double play combination, Trevor Story and Ryan McMahon. And the battery consists of Elias Diaz paired with his pitching partner, Kyle Freeland. And that was only the first out of the inning. Longoria grounding out. I was getting ahead of myself. Here's Wilmer Flores. And first pitch is outside, ball one. Flores batting .299, 8 home runs, 26 runs batted in, and a solid .368 on base percentage. Perhaps in line to make a reserve appearance at the All-Star game. We shall see. There's a pitch inside, 2-0. I think there might be some second baseman ahead of him, though. One of them, Ryan McMahon, for sure. 7th place right now in the voting is Flores. He's been solid, and there he skies on to shallow left. Kemp right there is another chance, and he'll make the catch. That's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt will come to the plate. .277 average, 14 homers, 35 driven in. 8th place in the National League first baseman All-Star voting. And he will face the lefty Freeland here in the top of the second with 2 outs. First pitch. He is going to miss low, ball 1. Belt has not had a whole lot of success in his career against Freeland. 4 for 24, that's a 167 batting average. It's a fairly lengthy sample as well. 5 of those outs have been strikeouts. There's a swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 from Freeland is going to bounce up to the plate. Hitters count now on Brandon Belt. It's a guy he has not gotten a whole lot of hits against in his career. Swung on and fouled off. Count evens at 2. Next pitch will be the 30th of the day for Freeland. He would like to keep it at 30 or below through 2 innings. Could get out of trouble right here. And that swung on and fouled away. Two pitch is swung on and missed. Got him on strikes, flailing it a pitch away. and that will retire the side. To the bottom of the second we go. Rockies looking to get on the board first. We'll see Matt Kemp's first plate appearance as a Rocky when we come back. Matt Kemp will step to the plate. Looks pretty good in the purple pinstripes, I must say. First ball game Kemp has played in this year, was signed to a minor league contract with the Marlins this offseason, and was released when player pools were set, ended up signing a minor league deal with the Rockies. First pitch misses outside, ball one. Effectively taking Ian Desmond's spot on the roster is Kemp. It's in there for a called strike. Pitch inside. Hitter's count now on Matt Kemp. This year, if players are diagnosed with coronavirus, there is a coronavirus injured list, but teams are not allowed to, or at least are not going to, release the information that the player is on the IL because of COVID-19. There's a ground ball hit to short. Solano up with the ball, throws to first. It's out number one here in the bottom of the second. But it's odd to me because for everything else, there's going to be a signifier of what they're placed on the IL for. But IL for undisclosed reasons. I think we might know what that is. Giants defense left to right in the outfield. Duggar, Slater, Pence. Longoria, Belt infield corners. Solano and Flores up the middle. And Posey will be catching Smiley. Here is Ryan McMahon now. First pitch from Smiley is high, ball one. Saw on Thursday there were quite a few undisclosed IL placements by the Phillies and Blue Jays. Saw Brandon Drury, who's one of the players for the Blue Jays. Remember, we saw him as a member of the Diamondbacks. Kind of a super utility type player. Scott Kingery was among the players for the Phillies, placed on the IL for undisclosed reasons on Thursday. Also saw Jose Quintana ended up suffering some sort of kitchen injury when he was washing dishes. I think of all the ways to injure yourself in the middle of a pandemic, that's how you do it. Swing and a miss by McMahon. He goes down by way of the K. And there are two away. McMahon asking if he swung at a strike, and it appears he did not. Almost looked a little painful on that swing for Rymack. And that's going to bring up Sam Hilliard now. Facing the lefty, he takes first pitch low end away, ball one. Hilliard on a pretty good stretch at the plate. Only hitting .248 with a .296 on base percentage, but when you look at the slugging percentage, that's when things look a little bit better for Hilliard. 9 home runs now, and that's gone up quite a bit. 4 home runs on the last homestand. There he grounds one. This is going to be a long throw for Solano. No chance to get the speedy Hilliard. And Hilliard's going to try for second, and that was a poor decision, as he will be out easily trying to catch the Giants napping in advance. That's going to retire the side. Rockies get their second hit of the game, but Hilliard thrown out at second base. We're through 2. Scoreless ball game. Buster Posey leads off the top of the third, batting .220 on the year. So yeah, a pretty lengthy Instagram post Monday evening from Ian Desmond. A whole 9 pages of text on there for him to announce he was opting out of playing the 2020 season. And if you have not read Desmond's reasoning, it's well recommended in its entirety. Ground ball to third, Arenado makes the play. There's one away. But any player is allowed to opt out of playing in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Here's a look at the NL West standings right now. Giants are 8 games behind the Dodgers. For a long time, the Padres were hanging on to first place. Dodgers have moved a half game ahead of San Diego. Rockies right now in last still. Here's Steven Duggar, 4 for his last, 19 at the plate. And that's part of the health and safety protocols. Anybody can opt out. You have to be high risk in that category to be eligible to keep your prorated salary and service time. Desmond will be foregoing that. Tells you just how serious he is taking all of his reasoning for opting out. He is going to be losing that salary. Also, on Monday, there were some other notes. Mike Leake of the Diamondbacks became the first player to announce he was opting out of playing this season. Joe Ross, Ryan Zimmerman of the Washington Nationals opting out as well. Ground ball hit towards second base on the backhand is McMahon, fires to first and throws it away. And that's going to go into the camera well, out of play. Nope. That'll be corralled, rather, by Diaz, and that'll allow Duggar just to only get to first base. Drew Smiley, pitcher, will bat now with a runner on and one out. He'll try to lay down a bunt, I think, and first pitch, he pulls the bat back. That's ball one. Drew Smiley still looking for his first hit as a member of the National League. Bunt is down, and it's fair, and Murphy's going to try for second, and he's not going to get the lead out. So that will be another free base runner for the Giants. Probably shouldn't have been anyone on this inning. Freeland has run into some issues with his defense not being able to capitalize. Error by McMahon, and now a mental error by Daniel Murphy. And the lineup will turn over for Donovan Solano. 0-for-1 flied out his first time up back in the first inning. Desmond was set to make $5.5 million for his prorated salary, so he's going to be losing that. This does not impact, and Jeff Bridich confirmed this in a conference call with reporters the other day, that this does not impact the next year, because this is year 4 of Desmond's 5-year deal. It doesn't affect the 5th year, also a club option for the 2022 campaign. Bridich on a Monday morning Zoom call said that he was not able to publicly disseminate information about players choosing not to participate in the season, but he did say that at that point they expected everyone to be there. Then on, I believe it was Tuesday, the next Zoom call held by Jeff Bridich, he said that just wasn't his information to disclose. But Desmond also really addressed, it's not just coronavirus, he addressed in that post inequalities that are becoming increasingly apparent in baseball in general and Major League Baseball in particular. Desmond's wife, Chelsea, right now is pregnant with the couple's 5th child, so that is certainly a reason to want to keep on the healthy side. As a fly ball to shallow right, coming in on this one is Dahl. He'll get there to make the catch, and there are 2 away. Desmond's also going to be assisting with the Sarasota Little League, where he grew up playing ball, and that's another thing that Desmond addresses in his Instagram post about who this game is really catering to when they're looking for young guys to come and play. But yeah, Matt Kemp ended up signing a minor league deal shortly after with the Rockies, and we're seeing him in the lineup for the first time today. So swing and a miss. Kemp last appeared last year in 20 big league games for the Cincinnati Reds, and he was not all that great, to be quite honest with you. He was coming off a year when he was an all-star with the Dodgers in 2018. That's where Kemp began his career. You remember him with the Dodgers, played there for 9 seasons. Then went over to the San Diego Padres and Atlanta Braves, spending time there between 2015 and 2017. And returned to LA in 2018. Signed a minor league deal with the Mets in 2019, but was released before appearing in a big league game with them. Then that minor league deal with the Marlins before he was released. So Kemp, if he makes the actual big league roster, would be the 4th team Kemp has played for in as many years. And it's a strike on the inside corner. Might be a little bit advantageous for the Rockies to sign Kemp, have them on their side rather as a member of the opposition. 178 career games against the Rockies. Kemp has batted .314, .365 on base, and .611 slugging with 46 home runs and 154 runs batted in. So minor league deal. Typically we'd say there's nothing to lose on those because there really are no bad minor league deals. The only thing that I think could be a negative here is if Kemp takes playing time away from some of the younger talented players in the Rockies outfield. That's the only reason I would think that could turn into a bit of a negative. Here's Hunter Pence. 0-for-1 lined out his first time up. But Breitich, for his part, said, quote, "We are fully supportive of Ian Desmond and his family and the decision they have made. It's the right decision for him and for them." But Breitich said the conversations between the Rockies organization and Desmond as it related to opting out dated back to last week. But Breitich also said he knew that Desmond could change his mind at any point, so nothing was final until Desmond was able to tell his teammates and announce it officially himself. And Breitich was quick to say that conversations, in terms of his discussions, felt the exact way his written words felt. He added, they were from the heart and honest. 1-1 to Pence is taken just a bit outside hitters count now. Desmond does have a right to change his mind and elect to return in 2020, though that seems unlikely, though I would think that the Rockies would gladly welcome Ian Desmond back should he choose to return. But Breitich said that he had conversations with Matt Kemp and his team at the winter meetings this past offseason. Ended up electing to sign with Miami, did Kemp, and you can't blame him because Kemp, I would say, certainly had a better track to making a big league roster on opening day with Miami than he would with the Rockies. Of course, a little bit different now. He was swinging a line drive towards center on the run for this one, going back and leaping, not able to make the catch out there is Hilliard. 1 run's going to score, 2 runs will score, and Pence is on his way to third base. He will be in there with a 3-run triple. And it's 3-0 Giants, second triple this year for the veteran Pence. Well, this inning probably had a couple more base runners than were necessary thanks to some poor play by the Rockies defense. And that will now bring up Evan Longoria. He swings and pops it up. Coming in is the second baseman, McMahon. And he will finally make the catch when it comes down. That'll retire the side. Bases clearing triple for Hunter Pence. And the Giants have taken a 3-0 lead going to the bottom of the third. Elias Diaz leads off the bottom of the third, batting .275, 3 homers, 15 driven in. Really enjoys hitting against left-handed pitching, we have found out. First pitch from Smiley is in there for a called strike. And the 0-1 is in there as well. Quickly 0-2 on Diaz. Swung on and fouled off. Just finishing up the story about Matt Kemp. Again, there were conversations between the Rockies and Kemp at the winter meetings. When Kemp was released by the Marlins, his agent reached out to the Rockies to spark those further talks as Diaz swings and misses for strike 3. Breitich also said the Rockies were looking to acquire Kemp whether Desmond opted out or not of his contract. And Breitich said that, well, they were well aware of the damage he's done against the Rockies. There's Kyle Freeland hitting fairly well this year, especially for your starting pitcher. Pitch inside, ball 1. .250 is batting average. Can't ask for much more than that. Not sure exactly what role Kemp is going to play. He's playing left field in our simulation today, but in terms of where he's going to play when the DH is involved on the real-life Major League roster, that is certainly a possibility. Breitich said that the DH is certainly an obvious benefit and a potential path for Kemp to make the roster. There's a swing and a miss. Also news coming on Wednesday that the Rockies signed their switch-hitting catcher Drew Romo, their competitive balance round A pick, as Freeland lines one into left field. A base hit. Can't stop Kyle Freeland from hitting. Lineup will turn over now for David Dahl. So that means the Rockies have signed all of their 2020 draftees and a couple undrafted free agents. And Jim Callis reporting that Romo signed for his full slot value of his 35th overall pick, which is $2,095,800. And Callis says he's the best defensive catcher in the MLB draft. And could develop average power. He's a Louisiana State recruit. Jim Callis adding to his tweet, #wear a mask. So the Woodlands High School in Texas catcher Romo will be opting out of his commitment to play at Louisiana State University. So there you go. Romo, 6'1", 205 pounds. He had 232 with 11 runs scored, 11 runs batted in, 6 extra base hits in the pandemic-shortened 2020 season. Much better in 2019, hit 397 with 17 doubles, 4 homers, and 35 RBI. He was named to the Texas Baseball Coaches Association Class 6A All-State team. Also starting catcher for the United States 18 and under national team in 2018 and in 2019. At the age of 12 is when Romo decided to switch from middle infield to catcher. Certainly seems to have paid off so far, again regarded as the best catcher defensively in the draft. A little flare off the bat of Dahl's going to drop in for a base hit. And Freeland and Dahl both aboard here in the bottom of the third inning with just 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Here's Trevor Story, flat out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Flyout came back in the first inning. So, a lot of news since we last brought you a Purple Rose Sim broadcast. New players signing draft picks, signing former major leaguers. Other guys opting out. Certainly wish the best for Ian Desmond and hope to see him return in the 2021 campaign. But as Breitich said, best decision for him and for his family, for Desmond for sure. 1-0 to Story is inside corner for a called strike. And that swung on and lifted in the air towards center. Going back on this one is Slater, and he will put it away in front of the track. Runners will have to hold. There's 2 gone for Nolan Arenado now. Arenado doubled his first time up. Number 28 hit his 28th double of the year. Takes first pitch, ball 1. Arenado, part of the Rockies team that leads the NL in doubles by a pretty wide margin. Over 200 now. Next best team, the Cardinals, at 166. Unfortunately, is not translated into a winning record for the Rockies just yet. Smiley shakes, gets the sign he likes, comes set. Looks toward second. It's 2-0 to Arenado. He is swung on and fouled the other way. That's going to miss low and away. 3 balls and a strike. Daniel Murphy hoping to get an opportunity, waiting on deck. The 3-ball, 1-strike pitch from Smiley is swung on and flied out of play. Full count now on Arenado. And that's going to bounce up to the plate. And that's ball 4. 13 of 22 pitches for strikes this inning from Smiley. With his lengthier innings so far, Arenado draws the walk. Daniel Murphy will bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Murphy lined out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. He's back in the first inning. And first pitch misses high, ball 1. Swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. And the next pitch will be number 50 of the day for Drew Smiley. And swung on and pulled foul and out of play towards the corner. That swung on and chopped foul. We'll do it again. And swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Throw down to complete the strikeout will be done by Posey, and that will retire the side. We're through 3 innings. 3-0 Giants. Wilmer Flores leads off here in the 4th inning. Kyle Freeland back out for another inning of work. Flores 0 for 1, flied out his first time up. That was in the 2nd inning. .298 average on the year for Giants second baseman. First year with the Giants. Spent most of his career with the Mets, Diamondbacks last year. And the Giants have been really pleased with what they've gotten from him so far this season. One's high 2-0. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred was on the Dan Patrick Show on Wednesday, and he said that the league was going to be mandating, or he was going to be mandating, a 60-game season for the players, no matter how negotiations went with players, which is a bit of a curious statement. Might lead to some interesting labor talks after the CBA collective bargaining agreement expires at the conclusion of the 2021 campaign. Yeah, he said the reality is we weren't going to play any more than 60 games no matter how negotiations with the players went. Of course, because of how things are going, there was no agreement on there's a ground ball, base hit into left. No agreement on, the airing of not allowing any grievances to go forward. So I would certainly think the union is going to be looking to file a grievance against Manfred and the owners, saying that Manfred and the owners did not operate in good faith when it came to playing as many games as possible. As R.J. Anderson of CBS Sports says, different people will read or hear different things in Manfred's quote, and he'd likely claim he was talking about the negotiations that occurred after a face-to-face meeting with union head Tony Clark. But it shouldn't surprise anyone if the union makes sure they save this clip for later. It could very well have been a bad faith quote by Rob Manfred. I certainly would not put that past him either. So Dan Patrick asked Manfred if he and the owners would have agreed to a longer season if the players had met the rest of the league's demand, and he said they're playing 60 games in 63 days. He said he doesn't see, given the reality of the health situation over the past few weeks, how they're going to get any faster than the calendar, get going any faster than the calendar they're on right now. He said they got a suboptimal result from the negotiations. The fans won't get an expanded postseason, which Manfred said he thinks would have been good with a shortened season. Of course, that would have also been very good for his bottom line. And Manfred saying the players left real money on the table, but that's what happens when you have a negotiation that, instead of being collaborative, gets into a conflict situation. So, sounds like Manfred's certainly trying to keep the peace, huh? Not really. There's a fly ball to the left where Kemp makes the catch. Pitch speed comparisons from tops today. Kyle Freeland has topped out at 95 miles per hour. Drew Smiley at 93. Smiley used to throw into the mid-90s, a little bit less nowadays. But Miami Marlins CEO Derek Jeter has said that there is no trust between the league and the union, and given what we've heard from Manfred, it is not hard to see why that is the case. Just swinging a high fly ball towards left field. That's going to go foul and towards the seats. Posey 6 for 27 in his career against Freeland. Not a whole lot of Giants have the sparkliest of numbers against him. It swung on and popped up. Coming in, it's a long run, and going out is the second baseman, McMahon. He will get there to make the catch. There's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven Duggar.
But as we know, Charlie Blackmon, Philip Deal, and Ryan Castellani have been diagnosed with COVID-19 for the Rockies, or they've tested positive. And it's interesting because, again, we learned that teams are not going to be disclosing that, and it wasn't the Rockies who announced it, but a source telling Kyle Newman of the Denver Post about it. So that is probably concerning. We saw Charlie Blackmon's wife on their shared Instagram account expressing her displeasure with the private medical information of Blackmon, her husband Charlie, being released. So that'll be interesting to see how that information got out, because I'm certain that she probably was not the only one unhappy about that. Next pitch, 69th of the day for Kyle Freeland, is down and in ball 1. Freeland shakes, gets the sign he likes, comes set. What is that glove? About chin level. His 1-2 pitch is low and away. Steven Duggar batting. There's a 2-2 count. Bit of a high pitch count for the 4th inning for Freeland. There's a little flare that's going to be caught by the catcher Diaz, and that'll retire the side. Going to the bottom of the 4th, it's 3-0 Giants. Kemp will get his second at bat as a Rocky in the bottom half of this inning. And here is Matt Kemp, grounded out his first time up to the shortstop Solano, so he's 0 for 1 to start his Rockies career. That was in the 2nd inning. Rockies need to get some offense going. Giants off to a 3-0 lead, thanks to the bases-clearing triple by Hunter Pence and a few defensive miscues by the Rockies infield. There's a pitch off outside and ball 1. The 1-0 from Smiley is swung on and missed. Way out ahead of that one was Kemp, expecting a fastball, no doubt. And that swung on and grounded. Backhanded play there at second base. And that is out number 1. Flores makes that play, and that will bring up Ryan McMahon. McMahon 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. That was in the 2nd inning when he was a victim. Lefty-on-lefty matchup, but as we always say, no matter for McMahon, hits lefties better than he hits righties, as a matter of fact. Has throughout his career when we've looked at those splits. A unique talent for sure. 0-1 to McMahon is high. Ball 1.
1-1.
That's going to miss, and it's a hitter's count now on Ryan McMahon. Swung on and missed. Going flailing for that one was Ryan McMahon. Did that against Smiley his first time up for strike 3. McMahon perhaps not seeing the ball all that well against Drew Smiley. 2-2 pitch is high and away, and the count goes full. Sam Hilliard is waiting on deck. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. McMahon strikes out for the 2nd time today. First time swinging, that time looking. And talk about a perfect location. There are 2 away now for Sam Hilliard. First pitch from Smiley is swung on and ripped towards right field, and diving, not able to come up with it, is Pence. Hilliard on his way towards second base, and he's in there with a double, sliding head first. absolutely a frozen rope off the bat of Hilliard. And Pence got there in time, but just hit so hard he could not corral it. Missile off the bat of Sam Hilliard. And that will bring up Elias Diaz. Strikeout victim his first time up. And he swings and pops one up. Long run for Pence into foul territory. He's going to leap and not able to make the catch. That'll just drop in foul territory. A 1 from Smiley is on the inside lower corner for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Diaz. And inside, ball 1. That bounces up to the plate. Blocked by Posey. Hilliard will hold. It's a 2-2 count on Diaz. From the stretch, Smiley delivers low and the count goes full. Kyle Freeland waiting on deck. He already has a hit to date, and he came in with a .250 batting average and has extended that now. The payoff pitch is swung on and fouled away. Next pitch, number 69 of Drew Smiley's day, is coming. And it's swung on and grounded off of Smiley, and not able to make the play is Flores. And that will be an infield single for Diaz. Looked like it got Smiley in the side, but he is okay. Here's Kyle Freeland, base hit his first time up. Got a couple men on, runners on the corners, 2 outs. And he takes first pitch strike at the knees. Batting average now at .286 for Freeland, 6 hits and 21 at bats. I think of a few position players who would like to see their batting average at that mark. How about another hit, though? Don't want to get too greedy, but this would be quite a time for it. Swinging a foul the other way, and it's quickly 0-2 on Freeland. .02 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes, and that will retire the side. We're through 4. It's 3-0 Giants. Drew Smiley leads off here in the top of the 5th. Grounded out his first time up. Did come around to score a run, though, as it was grounded to a force out. Kyle Freeland out for a 5th inning of work. His first pitch here is low, ball 1. Rockies have out-hit the Giants 6-3 today, but in terms of the runs column, Giants have a 3-0 lead. And that swung on and missed. Swung on and fouled away. 1-2 now on Smiley. That swung on and pulled foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. 5th inning means it's time to check some scores around baseball. We'll pick it up after this 1-2 pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. Smiley snares it, fires to first, and there's one away. Eighth inning, Padres and Mets are tied at 2. Here's Donovan Solano. He's put the ball in the air twice for outs today, 0-2. 5th inning, Angels lead the Braves 6-1 in interleague action. Mike Trout has 4 runs batted in. Also, home run number 28 on the year. There's a swing and a pop-up. Shallow right field, long run for Dahl, but he will get there and make the catch. There's 2 gone.
center fielder, Austin Slater.
Here's Austin Slater, walking a run scored in this game, otherwise 0 for 1. 333 is on base percentage, and a 725 OPS for the Giants center fielder. 8th inning, Yankees lead the Blue Jays 11-2. Giovanni Urshela has hit home run number 13 of the year for New York.
Count 1-0.
8th inning, Minnesota leads Cleveland 2-0. And 8th inning, Kansas City leads Detroit 5-2. For the Royals, Alex Gordon has hit his 10th home run of the year. It's a ground ball weakly hit towards third base, charging Arenado, barehand throw, and got him. Nice play. Nolan being Nolan, and that'll retire the side. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Rockies need some offense, and they have the top of the order due up. Dahl, Story, Arenado. It's 3-0 Giants. Rockies manager Bud Black talking things over with his pitching coach Steve Foster. Kyle Freeland has been solid today, just gave up a few runs a few innings ago, a 3-run triple by Hunter Pence, the only damage today, and that started with a couple base runners. A fielding error by Ryan McMahon, or a throwing error, and then a mental error by Daniel Murphy, leading to a couple base runners that probably should not have happened. Dahl swings and line zone right into the glove of the third baseman Longoria for out number 1. Next pitch will be number 75 of the day for Drew Smiley. Story 0 for 2 flyouts today. 8-3 Red Sox lead the Pirates. Jose Peraza has hit his 3rd home run of the year for Boston. 4 hits today for Gregory Polanco, who the Rockies just saw in Pittsburgh. Old friend Tyler Anderson, lefty, warming up in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Beatty, the righty. Anderson was claimed off waivers from the Giants this offseason. Late game tonight, Phillies and Mariners. We have Vince Velasquez against Swanson. Story swings and misses for strike 2. 48 of 77 pitches have been strikes today for Giants starter Drew Smiley. And 1-2 to Story. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. There's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
And Nolan Arenado will come to the plate. Rockies had their top of the order due up here in the 5th. So far, Dahl and Story, quick outs. That'll leave it up to Nolan Arenado. 3-0 Giants. First pitch is on the inside part of the inside corner. Arenado not so sure. Arenado has a walk and a double in this ball game. Double, his 28th of the year, came back in the first inning. Slugging .664 now on the year is Arenado. The 0-1 from Smiley is swung on and chopped foul. Quickly 0-2 on Arenado. And that swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. Arenado staying alive by spoiling one there. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Arenado does not chase a breaking ball. Much better plate recognition as the career of Nolan Arenado has gone on. Started as a bit of a free swinger, but now he can get on base in all sorts of ways for you. There's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit into center field. Nearly getting a glove on that one was the starting pitcher, Smiley. And Arenado has a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 5th. Daniel Murphy will have an opportunity to bat with a runner on and 2 outs. Murphy 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a line out, on base at .317 OPS at .729. Very hot stretch for Murphy as of late, as Good look at Dinger, the dinosaur, Rockies mascot, encouraging the crowd to get on its feet, and for the Rockies to score their first run of the ball game. Arenado on first base. Smiley's first pitch to Murphy is outside, ball one. And swung on and grounded towards short. It's bobbled, and the flip to second base is not in time. That'll be an error on the shortstop Solano, and that will keep the line moving now for the Rockies. Matt Kemp will bat for the first time with runners on base. This will be a nice opportunity for him to get his first hit as a Rocky. Put the ball on the ground twice for outs today. He's 0 for 2. Be nice to see the Rockies capitalize on some errors. As the Giants did earlier in this game, pitch to Kemp is going to miss low, ball one. "1-0 is down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. And that is called a strike at the knees. 2-1 now on Kemp. It is still a hitter's count. And swung on and missed. Count evens at 2. This could be a make or break moment in this ball game. Pitch number 90 coming in the 5th for Smiley. His 2-2 to Kemp is swung on and chopped foul. And once more, that is low and the count goes full. Ryan McMahon waiting on deck, hoping to get himself a chance with runners on base, as many as possible. Matt Kemp has worked the count full. And here comes a payoff pitch. That is just a bit off the plate, ball 4. Kemp draws a walk, and the bases will be loaded with 2 outs for Ryan McMahon. That did not miss by much, and Smiley certainly wanted that one. McMahon is 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. And Smiley has not particularly seen the ball well against him. Third time's the charm today, perhaps. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. McMahon only batting .183 on the year with runners in scoring position. Certainly has hit some home runs in key situations, though, with runners in scoring position. The 1-0 to McMahon is in there for a called strike. 14 of 22 pitches for strikes this inning from Smiley, who's had a couple innings in a row now of laboring a bit. His 1-1 is low, hitter's count on McMahon. All the base runners coming with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that's called a ball. Smiley perhaps getting squeezed a little bit. Sam Hilliard is waiting on deck. There is no place to put Ryan McMahon. It's a 3-1 count on him with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Crowd on their feet, super excited right now. 3-1 to McMahon is low and away, ball 4. He walked him. Bases loaded walk to Ryan McMahon. Arenado will trot home, and the Rockies are on the board. They trail it 3-1. And that's going to bring up Sam Hilliard, who got a base hit his last time up, absolutely scalded the baseball towards the right fielder Pence, who dove and was not able to make the catch. And that is going to be the end of the day for Drew Smiley as Gabe Kapler comes out and takes the baseball. Smiley seeming to have lost his command a little bit here in this half of the 5th inning. And a new pitcher will come in to face Sam Hilliard. it will be our old friend Tyler Anderson. Did not start the year with the big league club. Pushed a little bit in AAA. This is his third game in the majors with the Giants. 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks. And he's off to a pretty good start, I would say. Rockies saw a lot of him as a starter in the first few seasons of his career. You'll face his old friend Sam Hilliard, 2-for-2 double and a single today. That single and then thrown out trying to stretch a double into a single. He skies one in the air towards center. Going back on this one is Slater. He's at the track, and he will have room in front of the wall. And that will retire the side. Loud out off the bat of Hilliard, but we're through 5 innings, and it's 3-1 Giants. Hunter Pence will bat here in the top of the 6th. Jeff Hoffman and Antonio Senzatella are warming up in the Rockies bullpen. Kyle Freeland will at least start the 6th. Not a whole lot of trouble for Freeland today. Just gave up that bases-clearing triple to Hunter Pence. But again, there were some base runners ahead of him that reached on Rockies' errors, whether they were errors in the scorebook or if they were mental errors by Ryan McMahon and Daniel Murphy, respectively. Here comes the 1-0 to Pence. It's going to miss outside, ball 2. And that's on the inside corner for a strike. 2-1 the count. Kyle Freeland will, it looks like, at least last longer than Drew Smiley did today, even though Freeland is in line to lose this ball game right now. The pitch misses, and there are 3 balls now for Hunter Pence with Evan Longoria waiting on deck. 3 balls and a strike on Pence. "3-1 from Smiley is on the inside corner, and the count goes full. Swung on and grounded towards third, picked by Arenado, throws to first, and that's out number 1.
The third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Here now is Evan Longoria, 0-for-2 pop out and a ground out today for the Giants' third baseman, former Ray for a very long time to begin his career. Certainly the face of the franchise for quite a while in Tampa. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Whether they were the Tampa Bay Rays or before that when they were the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Longoria was certainly there. 1-0 pitch is swung on and ripped. Sliding stop by Story is not able to corral it. He'll get into left field for a 1-out single. Real hot shot there off the bat of Longoria that Story was not able to corral. And Bud Black will be out to make a pitching change. That will be all for Kyle Freeland. Not a bad day for Freeland by any means, just the bases clearing triple to Pence. But that was all. Jeff Hoffman will come into the ballgame, making his 40th appearance of the year, 66 in the third innings, 47 strikeouts, 25 walks. Righties hitting .282, lefties .289, 5.56 ERA for Hoffman, and 5-0 his record with 1 blown save. And that pitch is going to miss low and away, ball 1. Wilmer Flores 1-for-2. He picked up a base hit in the 4th inning. Slash 300, 369, 431 on the year. And that's inside 2-0. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Hoffman. And that swung on and lifted in the air towards right field. Fairly long run for Dahl, but he'll get there. And fair territory still makes the play for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 9.
And Brandon Belt will be the last opportunity for the Giants here in the 6th. Tim Collins warming up in the Rockies bullpen now. He's joined by Carlos Estevez. And that's going to miss low and away, ball 1. Belt 3 for 12 in his career against Hoffman. A couple of those hits were doubles. Not a huge sample from which to glean much from. Pitched low and away, 2-0. 3-1 Giants hanging on to their lead. Rockies offense has been quiet for the large part today. 2-0 pitch here is in there for a called strike. And that's in there as well. Count evens at 2. And swung on and fouled once more. We'll do it again. Two-two pitch is low and away, full count now. Buster Posey is waiting on deck. And strike 3 called. Got him on strikes. And that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 Giants. Rockies have out-hit them, though, 7-4. And they are looking to string some hits together. Elias Diaz leads off in the bottom of the 6th. Handel Gustave and Harleen Garcia are up in the Giants bullpen. Diaz 1 for 2, base hit in the 4th inning. First pitch from Anderson is low, ball 1. Tyler Anderson out for his 2nd inning of work, the former Rocky. Always was good to see Tyler Anderson in a Rockies uniform. Unfortunate that could not continue. That swung on and grounded up the middle into center field, to base hit. Diaz continues to hit lefties very well. Tyler Anderson, no exception. And the 2nd hit of the day for Diaz. Become a really nice partner behind the plate with Butera. Both have been hitting really better than we could have imagined. Raimel Tapia is going to pinch hit now. This is the first time we've seen Tapia since he was called back up from AAA. And first pitch from Anderson is taken in the dirt, ball 1. So a couple of blasts from the past year, seeing Tapia bat against Anderson. Tapia only hitting 161 on the year before he was demoted. 238 his on-base percentage. Had a handful of runs batted in. No home runs to speak of. Rockies and Tapia both hoping for better results here. There's a swing and a foul the other way. Tapia was given the primary pinch hitting duties before he was sent down to AAA. Actually had to be designated for assignment. He cleared waivers and was outrighted to AAA. Then the Rockies had to select his contract once more and make a 40-man move before bringing him back up. The 1-2 from Anderson is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And that's out number 1. And David Dahl takes first pitch strike. Dahl 1 for 3, base hit in the 3rd inning today. And that one's going to be called a strike in the outside corner. Quickly 0-2 on Dahl. Outside, ball 1. And swung on and lifted in the air towards left field. This one's hit fairly well. Duggar's going back, but in front of the track he will put it away, and that is a long out number 2. That will leave it up to Trevor Story now. Wandy Peralta has joined Reyes Maranta in the Giants bullpen. Story 0 for 3 today. First pitch from Anderson is swung on and fouled back. And the 0-1 to Story is low and away, ball 1. There is Peralta, the lefty, and Maranta, the righty, up in the Giants bullpen. Outside, hitters count on Trevor Story. Swung on and fouled away. Count evens at 2. Outside, full count now on Story. Nolan Arenado wishing to get another opportunity. He's waiting on deck. And payoff pitch is low, ball 4. He walked him. Story draws a walk. And Nolan Arenado will bat against his former teammate Tyler Anderson.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Harleen Garcia, Handel Gustave now both up in the Giants bullpen. Arenado, 2 for 2 doubles, single run scored, and a walk today. First game of the series against the Pirates, Arenado had 5 hits. Pulls one foul here, finished a triple shy of the cycle, home run, double, and 3 additional singles for Arenado. Halfway to the cycle here, not sure if he'll get enough at bats to achieve it today. There's a swing and a ground ball, and picked by the second baseman. Flores throws to first, that'll retire the side, and we are through 6 innings. It remains 3-1 Giants. Tim Collins will take over on the hill, his 30th game of the year, 3.91 ERA. 24 strikeouts in 23 innings is good. 16 walks is a little bit more on the high side. Strikeouts are high, but you want to have high strikeouts. Buster Posey for 2 pop out and a ground out today. Look at that slash, 218, 298, 298. Certainly not what we've seen from Posey when he's going good in his career. He has definitely been capable of more than that, let's just say. First pitch from Collins is going to miss inside, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's just a bit outside, 2-0. Certainly not going to help things in terms of the command issues for Collins if he doesn't get that call. And the 2-0, that one's inside, 3-0 now. Steven Duggar waiting on deck as the first 3 pitches thrown by Collins have missed to Buster Posey. 3-0 is on the inside corner for a called strike. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Collins. Swung on and fouled the other way. It's a full count on Posey. Payoff pitch is swung on and pulled foul. We will do it one more time. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Collins there. And that's just a bit outside. Leadoff walk to Buster Posey. Put a man on for Steven Duggar. Wade Davis and Carlos Estevez up in the Rockies bullpen.
Count 1-0.
First pitch misses low to Duggar. And that's outside 2-0. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Nothing wrong with the velocity from Collins. And that's in there for a called strike. 2-1. Rockies manager Bud Black laying down the signs. And that swung on and popped up. Third baseman Arenado camping under it into the infield grass and makes the catch for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 31, Tyler Anderson. Your attention, please.
Tyler Anderson's day is done. We'll have a pinch hitter. It's Brandon Crawford. He's really worked his numbers back up. 242 average, 334 on base percentage, 11 home runs, and 39 runs batted in a very slow start for Crawford. Really, the last time the Giants came to Coors Field, he had a really good series, and I think that's what got him going. First pitch here is in for a called strike. Solano playing shortstop today. Crawford's usual position. And that's in there for a called strike. Quickly 0-2 on the pinch hitter Crawford.
I got count 1-2.
Outside ball 1. 3-1 Giants here in the top of the 7th. And that's going to miss high and away. Count evens at 2. Swung on and fouled away. We will do it once more. It's outside. Full count now. Donovan Solano, top of the order, waiting on deck. Lester Posey on first base after his leadoff walk. And payoff pitch to Crawford is grounded into left field past the glove of Story for a base hit. Couple Giants are aboard now. And good job by Collins of getting over to cover because that ball got away from Story. And the throw back in by Kemp.
Number 7, shortstop, Donovan Solano.
Here's Donovan Solano 0 for 3. Flied out his last time up. That was in the 5th. Dinger encouraging the crowd to calm down and say, no fear. Tim Collins is here, and he's got this. Couple men on with 1 out. Collins will go to work against Solano. Comes set, looks to second. His pitch is down and in, ball 1. And that's high, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swung on and chopped foul. 2-1 the count.
Ball, inside.
3 balls and a strike now on Solano with Austin Slater waiting on deck. That's swung on and grounded to third. Arenado tags the runner one, goes to first. And that is a double play. 7th inning stretch time, Corey Schembri will sing for us. Then we have the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Rockies, who still have out-hit the Giants today, but are trailing 3-1.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Your attention, please.
Harleen Garcia, a new pitcher for San Francisco, 23rd game, 1-2 record. 19 and a third innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 5 walks, 3.72 ERA. First batter he will face is Daniel Murphy, 0 for 3 in this one. Grounded out in the 5th inning. That was his last plate appearance. For the first time in a while, I believe, that Daniel Murphy has not collected a hit in a ball game. If he does not get one here, he lines one towards right field, and that's going to be a shoestring catch by Hunter Pence. There's one away. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th for Harleen Garcia. And here's Matt Kemp, 0 for 2 in his Rockies debut. Did have a walk back in the 5th inning. And he takes first pitch strike here. Swung on and chopped foul. Quickly 0-2 on Kemp. Inside, ball 1. One-two from Garcia is swung on and fouled back to the screen. 94-mile-an-hour fastball that time. And swung on and fouled off. Kemp reaching for one there, is able to spoil it. And we will do a 1-2 pitch once again. That is outside. The count evens at 2. And swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon will have an opportunity now. Trevor Gott has joined Reyes Maranta in the Giants bullpen. As a pitch miss is in there for a strike on the outside corner to McMahon. RBI, base on balls. He's responsible for the lone walk in this ball game is Ryan McMahon. Lone RBI. And that one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. We get another look at Bud Black. His favorite channel's on, the bullpen channel. Not a whole lot of action appearing there right now, for the Rockies at least. And that swung on and missed for strike 2.
1-2.
1-2 to McMahon is swung on and chopped foul. McMahon just getting a piece. It's high. Count evens at 2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him on strikes. McMahon strikes out for the 3rd time today. Also has a walk. So all the true outcomes for him. We're through 7. It's 3-1 Giants.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
Carlos Estevez will pitch the 8th. Already 50 games this year for him. This is number 51. 47 and 2/3 innings, 67 strikeouts, 10 walks. Can't get a much better K to BB ratio than that. Austin Slater walking a run scored, otherwise 0 for 2 today.
Number 13, Austin Slater.
Estevez will go to work, and his first pitch is outside, ball 1. Slater 1 for 7 against Estevez in his career. There's a few strikeouts as well. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Estevez. He is frequently there. Sometimes can get up to 100. More scores around baseball as we check them out here in the 8th inning now. A lot of finals around baseball now. Red Sox beat the Pirates 8-4. Jordan Walden gets his 4th win for Boston, and Chris Archer his 5th loss for Pittsburgh. It's a pitch low and away, and the count evens at 2. 36,992 in attendance at Coors Field this evening. 6-1 Angels lead the Braves right now. They're in the 8th. Mike Trout has hit another home run. He's got 2 today now. There's a swing and a miss, and got him on strikes. 2nd inning, Phillies lead the Mariners 2-0. Bryce Harper is his 22nd home run of the year. Starter comparison today, Kyle Freeland went a couple outs more than Drew Smiley, but right now, Freeland is in line for the loss in this game. Gave up 3 runs, largely thanks to a bases-clearing triple by this guy, Hunter Pence. And otherwise, there were a couple of miscues on defense for the Rockies infield that led up to that at bat, I should say, as we get a look at Wade Davis, the righty on your left, and James Pazos, the lefty on your right, both warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. I think we might see Davis in the 9th if the Rockies do not score in the bottom of the 8th. Otherwise, well, we'll probably see Oberg try and close it out if the Rockies take a lead. If we're tied, I think we'll probably see Pazos in the 9th. 2-0 to Pence is outside, 3-0. There's Evan Longoria waiting on deck. He's got a couple hits today. .30 is way inside, and a 4-pitch walk to Pence. We'll put a runner on with 1 out for Evan Longoria against Carlos Estevez. Longoria 1 for 3. He had a base hit in the 6th inning.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
.10 from Estevez is swung on and pulled foul. 98-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Carlos Estevez, the wild thing. .11 is down and in. Hitters count now as Bud Black lays down the signs. That time, touching 100 miles per hour for Estevez. And just a bit outside, 3 balls and a strike. Wilmer Flores waiting on deck. The 3-1 is just a bit outside, ball four. A couple back-to-back walks now for Estevez. That one to Longoria, ball four, is a 100-mile-per-hour pitch. Longoria and Pence both aboard now with one out. And Wilmer Flores, the batter, 1 for 3. He got a base hit in the fourth inning. Just a tick under 300 for his batting average on the year. But I still think the Giants have to be very pleased with what they've gotten out of Wilmer Flores this season. First pitch from Estevez is way high, ball one. Estevez not one we're used to seeing struggle a whole lot with command. Let's have back-to-back walks here in the top of the eighth, and so far has missed 2 Wilmer Flores. That swung on a miss. Runners trying to take second and third, and the throw down to third got him. Pence thrown out by Elias Diaz, and now there are 2 outs. In much better position is Estevez. Longoria moves up to second base. 1-1 pitch to Flores is swung on and missed, and now a strike away from sending this game to the bottom of the eighth is Carlos Estevez. And swung on and lined right to the second baseman, Ryan McMahon, and that will retire the side. Rockies offense needs to get it going. We go to the bottom of the eighth. 3-1 Giants.
Your attention, please.
Reyes Maranta, new pitcher for San Francisco, his 33rd appearance of the year, 6-3 record, 11 holds, 28 1/3 innings, 4.13 ERA, 28 strikeouts against 14 walks. Lefties hitting a little better against him than righties. Here's Sam Hilliard. He's had one of the better days at the plate for the Rockies today. 2 for 3. Nolan Arenado, I would say, has had a pretty good day himself. 2 for 3 day with a double and a single for Sam Hilliard today. First pitch from Maranta is taken in the dirt, ball one. 3-1 Giants, all thanks to a bases-clearing triple by Hunter Pence off Kyle Freeland. And an RBI 4-pitch walk to Ryan McMahon, responsible for the only run batted in for the Rockies today. Nolan Arenado scored on that. (1-1) to Hilliard is just a bit outside. Hitters count now on the Rockies center fielder today. And that one's called a strike in the upper regions of the zone. And it's an even count now. Two-two pitch, swung on and grounded weakly towards second base. Charging and throwing, and all in one motion there is Flores, and that is a nice play for out number one. Padres beat the Mets today 6-2. Craig Stammen gets the win to improve to 5-0 in relief. Here's Elias Diaz, 2 for 3 with a couple base hits today. Tyler Naquin had 4 runs batted in for San Diego. Diaz swings and fouls it out of play, and I must correct. Earlier I said Mike Trout had 2 home runs today, just 1. 2 hits today. They were not both homers, though. There's a swing and a miss. Diaz quickly down 0-2. Pitcher's spot waiting on deck. And swung on and grounded foul. So final now, Yankees over the Blue Jays 11-2. James Paxton gets win number 9 on the year for New York. Sam Gaviglio lost number 3 for Toronto. Swing and a miss by Diaz. He's out number 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Twins beat Cleveland 2-0. That is now a final. Devin Smeltzer gets the win, his 5th for Minnesota. Carlos Carrasco, the loss, is now 7-5 for Cleveland. Smeltzer went 7 2/3 innings, struck out 5. Josh Fuentes will grab a bat and pinch hit, now only hitting 170 in brief action. Orioles beat the Tigers 5-2. Spencer Turnbull has lost his 12th game already for the Tigers.
Ball one.
245 on base percentage on the year for Josh Fuentes. 8th inning, White Sox lead the Rangers 8-1. Avisail Garcia has hit his 13th home run of the year for Chicago. In the 5th inning, Orioles lead the Athletics 2-1. One to Fuentes is swung on and missed.
Count is 1-2.
And that's going to miss low. Count evens at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rays beat the Cubs 4-2 in interleague action. John Gant win number 3 as Fuentes strikes out. John Lester with loss number 5. Reyes Esperanza makes quick work of the Rockies, and we're through 8. It's 3-1 Giants. James Pazos will pitch the 9th inning, 47th game this year. 3.40 ERA, it just keeps going down. 47 2/3 innings, 47 strikeouts, and 17 walks. Initially this year there was a problem with command for Pazos, but he has really gotten that under control. Pun intended, I suppose. Brandon Belt leads things off. Pazos will be trying to keep the score where it is and put the Rockies within 2 runs of tying the game, 3 runs of winning the game. We haven't seen the Rockies walk off yet this year. That would be a fun sight to see. Of course, have to get there first. And there's a pitch inside, 2-0 now on Belt, 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Pazos. Is called a ball, not sure where that one missed, and again, I think Pazos has probably gotten squeezed about more than anybody I have ever seen, so it's a testament to him how well he has pitched to continue getting better and better and really fixing that command, even when the odds sometimes seem stacked against him. It's 4-pitch walk to lead things off here in the 9th to Brandon Belt.
The catcher, number 28,
Buster Posey will bat now. He drew a walk back in the 7th inning, otherwise 0 for 2 on his day. Batting average has dropped to .218 for the Giants' longtime catcher. First pitch here is swung on and grounded weakly towards third. Arenado will go to second for the force back to first, and they got him a double play. It certainly helped that Buster Posey was running, and a quick start by Nolan Arenado to get 2 for the price of 1. And that will bring up Steven Duggar, 1 for 3 single and a run scored today. Just an out away from sending this game to the bottom of the 9th. Rockies will try to answer back, and they'll have the top of the order due up, Dahl, Story, and Arenado. Can't think of many you'd rather have up at the bottom of the 9th in a game when you're trailing by a couple runs than them. Daniel Murphy and Matt Kemp would follow. Certainly could see a very big hit for Matt Kemp being his first hit as a Rocky in his first game. There's a ground ball weakly back to the mound. Pazos picks it up, spins, fires to first, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 3-1 Giants. And Dahl, Story, Arenado are due up. Double switch time for Giants manager Gabe Kapler in case this game goes to extra innings. New pitcher is going to be Trevor Gott, his 33rd game of the year. 29 innings, 3.72 ERA, 26 strikeouts, 13 walks.
Trevor Gott. Now playing lefty and batting ninth. Number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski is going to take over in left field. Here now is David Dahl leading things off in the bottom of the ninth, and he swings and misses.
1-1.
Trevor Gott's been pretty good this year. He's not run into a whole lot of troubles out of the ninth inning for the Giants. Pitch outside, ball 1 to David Dahl. Very quick worker is Trevor Gott. Very much gets the ball and fires it back in. Dahl swings, pops it up third base side. Longoria puts it away. There's one gone.
Now batting.
Anticlimactic start to this bottom of the ninth inning. Here's Trevor Story now. 0 for 3. He did have a walk in the sixth inning. And first pitch is swung on and snared by the first baseman. Belt takes it himself. And very quickly the Rockies are down to their final out.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 2 for 3, double single run scored for him, batting average at .337. Really good numbers for Nolan Arenado here. And he swings and grounds one into left field, a base hit, so Arenado will keep the line moving, and the tying run will now come to the plate for the Rockies in the form of Daniel Murphy.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Murphy, 0 for 4 on the day. Again, we haven't seen many 0 fors from Murphy lately, so I would certainly say he is due, as Dinger is getting the crowd encouraged to get on their feet, support the Rockies, who will be trying to score another run and try to tie this game perhaps. First pitch low, ball 1 to Daniel Murphy. Again, Rockies have not had a walk-off yet this year. 6 wins in extra innings on the road, but no extra innings or walk-off wins at home. Pitch inside, 2-0. That's outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Of course, a very big extra innings hit, or rather ninth inning hit for Daniel Murphy in that game in Minnesota against the Twins. A go-ahead grand slam in the first game. Matt Kemp is waiting on deck as the count is now 3-0 on Daniel Murphy. And down and in ball 4, he walked him. So now the tying run is on base for the Rockies. And the winning run will come to the plate in the form of Matt Kemp. Gabe Kapler getting a little bit worried, perhaps. Well, I'm sure he would not admit it.
Your attention, please.
Garrett Hampson is going to pinch run at first base for Daniel Murphy. I'd say a very good decision. Matt Kemp, 0 for 3, does have a walk in this game. Still looking for that first hit of the year, first hit as a Rocky, and this would be quite a time for a big one. 3-1 Giants. First pitch to Kemp is swung on and pulled foul. The 0-1 from Gott is swung on and missed, so the Rockies are now down to their final strike. Gott comes set. His 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Got him on a pitch in the dirt. And Posey will throw down to first to complete the strikeout, and that is your ball game. Rockies make it somewhat interesting in the bottom of the ninth, but they go down today 3-1. Just one bases clearing triple for Hunter Pence was all the Giants needed today. And again, it wasn't necessarily Kyle Freeland's fault. A couple of errors by the Rockies led up to that. Rockies only get a run on a bases loaded walk to Ryan McMahon. Kyle Freeland will come away with a loss today. Did not pitch poorly. And I believe Tyler Anderson is going to be getting the win in his old stomping grounds of Coors Field. Yep, Tyler Anderson 1-0 with his win. Kyle Freeland down to 3-7. Trevor Gott, 19th save of the year. Giants 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. Rockies 1 run on 9 hits, and I guess that is no errors, but they were a couple of mental errors for sure. that led to the Rockies giving up that lead, that bases clearing triple to Hunter Pence there in the top of the third. Tyler Anderson's going to get player of the game honors. He went an inning and a third, gets the win, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no runs. Kyle Freeland in the loss, 5 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Not a badly pitched ball game by any means for him. Trevor Gott walks 1, gives up a hit, strikes out 1 in his 1 inning of work for a save. Highlights on offense for the Giants. Hunter Pence 1 for 3 with a bases clearing triple. Steven Duggar 1 for 4 with a run scored. Evan Longoria 1 for 3 with a walk. Brandon Crawford got a pinch hit. Nolan Arenado went 3 for 4 with a double and a run scored. He continues his hot hitting. Sam Hilliard 2 for 4 with a double. David Dahl 1 for 5. Elias Diaz 2 for 4. He did strike out a couple of times. Ryan McMahon responsible for the 1 run batted in today when he walked with the bases loaded. Arenado scored. Matt Kemp in his Rockies debut went 0 for 4. Struck out a few times, but did also have a walk. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time on Purple Rose Sim as we continue to try and get more of an idea on when regular season baseball will start. I can guarantee you have not seen the last Purple Rose Sim game, but we may be getting towards close to an end here. We shall see. It's 3-1 Giants, your final.